Yeah.
But with the Celtics, again, I can see they just have a lot of guys to do the same thing and just need the ball to do what they do best, and everybody can't have the ball. One thing I do like that they did, they adjusted. I think the last couple games, Hayward hasn't been starting. I think Aaron Baines has started in his place the last couple of games. I think Marcus Morris started. Maybe it started one game. But again, I just think they got a lot of guys who need the ball to be successful, and everybody can't have the ball. And also, they just got a lot of guys who maybe have their own agendas. Like, I don't think that Tatum and Brown and even maybe Kyrie are in positions where they just want to win. I think that, like even Kobe said, when he was a younger guy, he wanted to prove himself. I think that Tatum and Brown and even maybe Kyrie, maybe Kyrie are still in the ground where they want to prove themselves. Like Kyrie wants to prove he can be a leader and lead a team. Tatum wants to prove he's an elite player. I think Brown wants to prove that he's an elite player. Terry Rozier, he want to prove he's an elite player and won a contract. Gordon Hayward just want to prove he can play again. So I think they got like a lot of guys who may have their own different agendas on the team, and I don't know how well that bodes the team success. But this is a team that still, I don't care what their record is, I don't want to play them in the playoffs. Point blank, period. They got too much talent. I don't want to play them in the playoffs. Period. I think this is a team, no matter what the seeding is, like they could go in the conference, the playoffs, 6th, 7th seed, still make the finals. Period. Because they just got so much talent. So much talent.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the real problem with all of this is that and the reason why I was quiet, number one, because I'm just like what Drake said, I gotta breathe real deep when I catch an attitude. So I'm just gonna like, I know people be thinking that I'm joking, like I'm dead ass. Like I hope you know that I'm legitimately infuriated by this shit. Like I'm laughing at this shit because we doing Hoops and Brews.
Be mad,
but I'm fucking tired of you.
Be mad. I'm not I'm tired of you disrespecting Kemba Walker. You act like this man not 5'10", giving you 28 a night.
But Kyrie Irving and the Celtics. The problem with this team is that I'm looking at in terms of the field goals being attempted per game, right? You're looking at this. Kyrie's taking 17.5, which is the most, right? Klay Thompson is taking more shots than Kyrie Irving is taking at this point in time. Jason Tatum is taking 13 shots a game. Brandon Ingram is taking more shots than Jason Tatum is taking at this point in time. So is Kyle Kuzma. Marcus Morris isn't even starting. He's taking 10.2 shots a game. Al Horford, future Hall of Famer, 9.9 shots per game. Jaylen Brown, 10.9 shots per game, but Jaylen Brown shooting 38% from the field goal range and 25.3% from the three.
He's having a terrible year so far.
Gordon Hayward is shooting 9 shots a game, giving you 40% from the field and 28.6% from the three-point line. Terry Rozier is giving you 8 shots a game, giving you 36 from the field goal range and 35 from the three-point line. Then Marcus Smart is there, taking 5.1. Aaron Baines, 4.7. Daniel Tice, 3.7. Like, everybody is getting shots.
Because they have to, because they don't have,
okay, look.
But you look at this team.
This is a trade that I know a lot of people are not gonna really like. But I'm gonna actually pull it up and pull it in the trade machine to make it happen, and then I'm gonna tell you if it works. But I think the biggest problem is that it's too many people taking too many shots. Mm-hmm. I think that the same way I talk about with the Lakers, right? LeBron is almost taking 20 shots a game, right? Which is you think like for LeBron, like yo, that's a lot, but LeBron wasn't really taking 20 shots a game last year. But Ingram can't find a rhythm. He's taking around 13 to 12 a game. Kuzma 13 to 12 a game. McGee like 8 to 9. Lonzo 8. Josh Hart 8. Lance Stevenson 8. All is too much. But the problem is the difference between the Lakers and the Celtics is on the Celtics it's a lot more gridlock at between 10 to 1. On the Lakers it's fucking LeBron, and everybody else. On the Celtics it's Kyrie. But even earlier this season, we was having that talk about, is Kyrie going to be the number one option? Is Tatum going to be the number one option? We didn't know, right? Mm. Now we see Kyrie should be the number one option. But it's still a lot of clutter between there. And if Jaylen Brown going to be shooting 35% from the three, he don't need to be on his team. I mean, I'm sorry, 35% from the field. He don't need to be on his team.
My thing is
so I got a trade that's coming up that I'm gonna talk about. That's gonna help
my thing
both
is
teams.
that again, like with what you said, like even the Lakers, all of their guys don't do the same thing. Everybody on Celtics does the same thing. Like Kyrie and Tatum, same player. Kyrie just a little bit smaller. Jaylen Brown, he want to be a scorer, but like catching, shooting, that's not his thing. Gordon Hayward, he was a scorer. Catching, shooting, that's not his thing. Like they have a bunch of guys. Terry Rozier want to be Kyrie. Like they have a bunch of guys who don't do different things. They all do the same thing, but all don't do it as well as other guys. And they all need shots to do it. Mm-hmm. It's not like that. Like who they got that can just catch and shoot? Who?
Yeah, not a lot.
Like what catch and shoot player they know? Like what? Like seriously, what quote unquote shooter is on the team? Yeah. Name me one.
Yeah, you can't.
They don't have a single shooter. Everybody need the ball to score. So you got a team full of people who need the ball to score, and they're all young and have different agendas. Like when you put the big three Celtics together, right? They were all older, all about 30, had all proved themselves. They had all proved that, yo, we are all elite guys. We won on our own. We just trying to win a ring.
Yeah.
I don't think they got people that's at the age right now that want to do that. I think everybody on this team, like, people got to stop acting like winning is always the most important thing. No. I think at a certain age, proving yourself and proving you're great is the most important thing. And then you graduate to, okay, now it's just time to go win.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm looking at the Celtics roster, and really, it's gridlock. You can't do anything with it. Hayward's making $31 million a year. You can't trade.
Nobody's trading for Hayward.
No, because this is also what I was going to do. I was going to try to trade Jaylen Brown and Terry Rozier to the Jazz in exchange for like Joe Ingles or Ricky Rubio. But you got to match the salary up. But Gordon Hayward, $31 million a year. Al Horford, $28 million a year. You're not trading if I'm the Jazz, no, I don't want Gordon Hayward. Al Horford, yeah, Al Horford is great, but you're not getting rid of Al Horford. Kyrie's making $20 million a year. You're not getting rid of Kyrie. You can't trade Marcus Smart yet. You're not trading Tatum. Marcus Morris is making $5.3 million a year. I mean, you could actually, I can try to add him and try that.
But why do I want this trade if I'm Utah though?
Huh?
Why do I want this trade if I'm Utah?
Because they need scores.
Yeah, but I don't think that you want to trade because but then the trade you just made, now we gonna need shooters. But the trade you just made, now we gonna need shooters.
No, you get rid of. I'm trading away one shooter.
You trading away Ingles, who's your best shooter. They don't really have that many shooters on the roster either.
Yeah, but they don't have any playmakers either.
They got Rubio, and you trade their only playmaker. Now you only got Donovan.
Even if you take Rubio off, and then you give me Marcus Morris, Jaylen Brown, and Terry Rozier.
For who?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That trade don't work for either team.
That's what I'm saying. There is nowhere for them to really go and make a trade work because the people at the top is so heavy in terms of money. All the lower people that you would try to get rid of, even if you try to get rid of a Jaylen Brown, you can't get rid of him.
I don't think you need to get rid of a Jaylen Brown yet.
I think you do. If he's gonna take 11 shots a game and be giving me this poor production, he's got to go.
No, bro, like not this year.
Somebody's got to go.
Not this year.
Somebody got to go.
Not this year. I think that what you do if you're Boston again is you play this season out because again, I think this is the team. I don't care what their record is going into the playoffs. They have too much talent. Anybody on this roster for the most, Kyrie can give you 20 points. Tatum can give you 20 points. Morris can give you 20 points. Horford can give you 20 points. Jalen can give you 20 points. Hayward can give you 20 points. Rozier can give you 20 points.
Actually,
even Smart, maybe on the weirdest of days, could give you 20 points.
Low key, I'm about to do a 3-team.
They got about 8 people who give you 20 points a night. So again, in the playoffs, you give this team a chance to go to the playoffs. And also, you don't have to pay Jaylen Brown until next year. Rozier is probably going to be gone anyway. You're probably going to just let him walk. So the roster is going to free up a little bit next year anyway.
Yeah.
We gon' slide, yeah, we gon' chill. She said she loves me, I'm her threat. She riding with me, she siding with me. I pull it.